Alright, howdy folks. So this is exciting intro screen here to Mount&Blade 2 Bannerlord. We're going to be doing a little bit of a review / showcase of some of the early game stuff. We've been doing a really good job with patches and such on this beta. It is still in beta. So I'm starting a new game because there's a lot more bugs when you try to load an older game. Not to say it can't be done, it still runs, it still works, so you know, it's not like you lose your project progress every time you start after a new patch, which to date has been every day. Just little stuff here and there, and I kind of wanted to avoid that as much as possible. So this is kind of like oh, that's really neat actually. So this is even different than yesterday when I logged on. The bottom part here was not on here. It was just the two boxes that showed up, and then you adjust it till you could see the squares or whatnot in there. But down below actually gives you, like, in-game what your map is going to look like, so that's real nice. It actually changes there when we slide back and forth here. We're going to leave those where we had them. Move on. Adjust the exposure level. Preference using the slider. Okay, we're just going to max that out. That's new too. See, we're learning together. Save games. Do I have any save games? I do. We're going to go ahead and get rid of those because they're crap. Just messing around with some stuff. So we're going to... Here's your title screen. We've got save games, we've got campaign, custom battle, options, credits, and exit game. I haven't messed around with the custom battle at all yet. Options is, you can go in here, adjust your video, performance. I have mine on low right now. I'm playing on a laptop, so I can actually put it all the way up to, ooh, not that one. I can come here and put it all the way up to very high, and it'll, auto adjust all this stuff. But like I said, I'm just gonna leave it on. Huh. Alright, that changed now. Overall. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there's a setting in here that is for overall, and it'll auto adjust everything. Like I said, I've got it right now set to low, just to make sure we get optimum gameplay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bump it up to high so it doesn't look like a turd, because it is a good looking game. It's just my computer, again, I'm playing on a laptop, so not 110%. So what this does too here is it gives you, an estimated usage memory, so that's nice. You can kind of be like, oh, okay, I don't want to use this up because I got something running in the background, or just I want it to run a little smoother. Battle size, I mean, I haven't even gotten to the point in my game where there's 450 units on a screen at once, except for maybe once or twice in sieges. But audio, I got this all turned down. A, because then you can hear me, and B, because the other day I was listening to Sabaton while playing. So there's that. We can change our settings, what they all do, what they all mean. We have it set up for mouse and keyboard. I do believe if you attach a controller, it'll recognize that you can use a controller. But I mean, there's a lot of options. I don't know if that would even work. So, mainly being the function keys work as the actual group orders. So we'll go in here and I'll I'll give you a walkthrough. Mount&blade is a we'll just get started. So here is our character creation is what we're going to go into here. When you click on campaign, that's what it takes you into. If you want to load a save game, you want to go to save games. Otherwise, we're just going to be making a new character. Like I said, laptop. Gotta find out where these videos are saving to too, because. Alright, so here we have our 6 different cultures, as it were, we can select from. Each one gains their own bonus. Down here at the bottom of the screen, gives a little descriptor and tells us what the bonus from those are. Last I read the patch notes, some of these are working, some weren't. So Vlandians are like your Normans, Saxons, that sort of thing. Sturgians are your, your generic Vikings. Empire is kind of Romanesque. Asserai is nomadic Middle Eastern. I guess, yeah. And then we have our Khuzits, which are like the steppes, the Mongols, that sort of thing. And then you have your Britannians, which are the like Celts or Germanic, very woodland tribal folks. So I actually am going to grab a D6 here, and that is how I'm going to decide on my character, what they're going to do, what they're going to look like. Rolled a 1, so we're going to be Vlandian. Alright, so here's our character customization. We've got body type, then we can go in our face, eyebrows, nose, mouth, hair, and facial. Of course, my recording notification thing is like right in front of the one selector that I need, but that doesn't matter because what we're going to do is just hit randomize all. And here's our character. Very lovely. You can be male or female, and same deal, you can randomize to get your different outcomes, and then switch back and forth. You have a skin slide. Well, it's not a slider, but you have a skin color selector. I thought it was pretty cool. You can actually change their height. There's a couple different voices. There's 3 different. Yeah, so you can change the pitch. You can change the type. Again, we're just going to go with the random one here. Facial markings as well, there's been some issues with. Most of them work pretty well. But occasionally, let's see if this one's working yet. That works. That works. No, I think that one might actually be working now. Let me do the hair here. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it looks like they patched those. So those should be. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of these were not working the last time I played. So, awesome. Alright, so moving on from that, we have our sort of backstory generator here. Again, we have a list of 6 choices on the right, so we're just going to roll a dice. We got a 3, so we're going to go with Yeoman. And you'll see when you select one from the list over here, it fills in marks on the left-hand side of the screen, and it gives you points in certain attributes, which it'll tell you what the bonus is from each one of these. at the bottom of the screen. So we have a couple of choices here. We can either basically stack our character, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment, or we can, pick more flavorful, more RP. So we'll go on to the next one, and I'll show you what I mean by stacking the character. So we've got Yeoman here. I'm going to roll. I got a 6. So you see what happens when I pick the next one. It adds, to different ones. It adds to my medicine skill on the bottom here, and then riding skill on the top here. And then it gives me another point endurance. So that's actually very good endurance. But if I come up here to, let's see, I don't think any of these double up. Yeah, so we'll go to the next one. But you see each one I click on, it fills in a different type. Oh, okay, next screen, got another 6. So this is going to be a kind of, we'll say, balanced character. They seem a little across the board. Again, when you click on each one, it's going to give you different abilities based on what you select. So there's only 5 here, so I'm going to roll the d6, and if I get a 6, I'm just going to re-roll. I got a 3. So, yeah, this is going to be a very rounded character. Alright, here we got 6. Got another 6. Alright, so see, we're kind of taking a little bit of lead here down the social column. We have 2 points in charm, and 1 in stewardship, and 1 in medicine. Then we got another one in trade. Again, 5, so if we get anything over a 5, we're going to re-roll. 6, we re-roll. 4. Alright, so here we go. Enter your name. Let's just roll dice. So the third one here we pick is going to be our name. Brood. Well, I guess. Okay. Cheryl. Oh, God. So, for those of you who don't know that much about Mount and Blade, or I guess even for some of you that do, I got started with this game when my cousin showed me a guy on YouTube named Kutra, and I was dying laughing watching him play, and he's got a whole series. I should actually go and check and see if his page is still up, because it was incredible, and I was sold on the game as soon as I saw his videos. Alright, what we have here is our tutorial. There's a little bit of a story. I don't really feel like digging into that right now. We'll go through the tutorial. I've already done it, but just to show you guys what's going on here. Now your family members, it's kind of cool. Like, so this is our brother here. These will actually change based on your appearance. I don't know if that's extended down to because you can have children in the game. There's like a marriage and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I don't know if that carries down to your children yet. I haven't gotten that far, but I do know your family members, immediate brother, mother, father, all that good stuff. Are affected by how you look. Alright. So we're given a list of tasks and, basic instructions. Move, WASD, pretty straightforward. Hopefully this isn't too choppy due to our choice of graphical settings. I'll go back here. We have our melee training, our horse training, our range training. The range is quickest, so I'll do that first. You can come up here, and then we see it highlights what we need, and it says F to select. And then we go over here, pick our crossbow up first. Oop, I forget with crossbows you don't have to. Oh. Good start, good start. So we can press R to go into first person as well, which makes aiming a lot easier. So for these quote-unquote farthest targets, we just want to aim a little bit above center mass to actually hit them. Definitely not going for any speed records here. Bam. Okay. And then it tracks there in the top how we did as well. So this is an okay representation of how this works in combat. I feel like this is a little faster than we're actually going to be once we get out in the world. Or maybe it's just because we're in combat that things seem to happen a little faster and we seem to be a little slower. Let's see here. Grab these javelins up, do this one. I think these can throw straight. Nope. Still got a bob. There's a trick that you can like ready before you throw, I guess, but I don't. Oof. Wow. That is a lot of drop. Yeah, so there's realistic physics. Don't fall off of shit. And when you're throwing / shooting weapons, you wanna. Oh, there's two over here too. Okay. Nice. Boom. Alright, so we've completed the range training. I'll go over and I'll do one of the melee, and then I'll run over and do the horse one, just to kind of show you both. I do highly recommend doing these, because combat is unforgiving to say the least. Let me defend. Oh. So this is directional combat. I think I have mine set up. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's set up to work with the arrow keys. You can set it up to work with the arrows, or I just find the arrows work better in actual practice as opposed to Alright, so here we have our spear and shield combo. Sorry. Oh, come on. Come on. Boom. Die. Oh. You got wrecked. Nope. No. Bam. Okay. That seemed easy, not that easy. This guy does not have a shield, so he's going to be slightly easier. Bam! Okay. There is like targeted damage, so you take more damage if you get hit in the head or the chest or something like that. Also, depending on what type of armor you're wearing. I think I'm going to try and keep this under an hour, so we're just going to leave. We do that by holding tab. And that's going to take us to the campaign map. Idly rolling dice. Whoa, okay, that's new. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we get this little, because we are like technically in the zone of the training field, we're going to go ahead and hit leave. And we get our updated quest log. Tells us what to do. Oh, that's right, we're doing the full tutorial. That's right. Alright. So we're going to have to go over here. Get ourselves some food. Alright, so let's, well, it tells us on the screen what we gotta do. This is how we like go into a village. If we want to talk to somebody there, you can actually go into the village, or there's now a convenient screen where you don't have to. In Warband, if you wanted to talk to like specific people or whatever, you had to, and there was no option to just talk to them and leave. It was just like you had to go into the village, you had to walk up to them, which was fine about the first half dozen times you did it. Click anywhere to keep moving on. We can hold the Alt key here. It's going to give us important locations, which is nice at the very least. Thankfully our headman is fairly close. Talk to him. We're just using the WASD to maneuver. We roll our mouse wheel as to select different weapons. Obviously we don't actually need them right now, but F is our kind of interaction key, and we're just going to click whatever subject we need. Alright. Oh man, we have leveled up and we need to leave. So we're going to hold down the left tab key. And at some point, it'll take us back to the... Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're at the settlement menu here. We need to recruit troops. We're going to click on that. And we are going to... So we can do this individually, or we can recruit all, which will everybody that we're allowed to. We're just going to recruit all. We only need 4, but that gives us 8. We need to buy food to supply our troops. We go buy products tab. So, we're being recommended to buy 2. They only have 3, so we're just going to grab all 3 because we can afford it. Tells you down here how much you're going to have to pay. Here's your current money / income, and then you see the expected change. It's essentially what you have to pay your soldiers every, I think, in-game week. So just keep an eye on that. You know, that's one of those things that trips people up early. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make that purchase. Alright, so next, talk to the headman, grab ourselves a mission. So we can just come up here and click on his portrait instead of having to go into the village, and we can talk to him. There are a fair number of loading screens. I feel like that's mainly due to the fact, again, that I'm playing on a laptop as opposed to an actual PC. They'd probably go a lot faster. How much I needed about that matter I mentioned earlier. So doctor came through a few days ago. Alright, so we've got our first quest. Again, we're going to hold down our left tab, do our little loading bar. I was going to say, it didn't freeze. Otherwise. Alright, and we have to eliminate all three of these. We can go down here to the bottom left and click on our quest tab. Tell us, yes, we have to defeat all three of these parties. First, however, we're going to go over here to our character menu and we're going to level up. There are hotkeys for this too, like you can press C to go to character tab or L to what's it called? I forget. I think it's J for technically journal for going to our quest menu. Yeah. Alright, so we have two different numbers up here. This is our free attributes. Every 4 levels we get an extra one essentially, and then we can pick what attribute we want to boost. So just like D&D, every 4 levels we can boost an attribute. And then over here are focus points that we can use to increase our individual skills. So here, one hand's pretty important. I like using bows, but we already have a point and crossbow, so probably just gonna grab that one up. Or riding. Riding's really important. Riding, scouting, tactics is pretty good. Again, these are all just my opinions. So we have all these different things we can do. If you prefer to use javelins, you can do that. There is some crafting that's still in the works. Not going to get into that today. But you see this little shield down here on Charm, so we're going to click on that one. So we're actually very charming, and because our skill is so high, we can actually pick the first 2 perks that we get from this skill tree. Now we can only take one of each of these as you're going down the tree. So you kind of got to pick and choose to your playstyle. So usually one is a more immediate benefit and one is a more long-term benefit. So maybe your first time, take the more immediate benefit, kind of get a feel for things, and then the next time, go for that longer term. So Icebreaker would be our more immediate, with the fact that the first time we talk to a new lord, which there are a lot of, we get a +2 relationship with them, or there's a chance. The other one is a 15% reduced barter penalty, which I'm going to take all day because really, like, money, while it's a lot easier to acquire in this one, keeping it is a little bit more difficult. So we're going to reduce barter penalty. Alright, then I'm definitely more about fighting than trading or doing quests. So I'm going to go with Show Your Scars, which gives us 20% more renown for battles. And we're real close to actually picking up our third here in that category. Another really good one here is athletics. So if we click this upper button here, it'll tell us what the attribute entails and how to improve it. So fight on foot, move on map on foot. Riding, we're going to improve by ride on the map with as much speed as possible. We're going to fight on horseback to get a speed bonus, things like that. Bow, we're going to shoot enemies, and we're going to, go those more difficult shots are going to improve our skill more. One-handed weapons, fight with one-handed weapons. Two-handed weapons, fight with two-handed weapons. And polearms. Spear or similar polearm, either one-handed or two-handed. We already have 2 points in this, so we're just going to leave that one be for now. We're actually going to pick up some points in leadership because that is a very important skill. We already have a couple points in all this stuff down here. Scouting, I think we're going to put at least 2 points into that. And you'll see that the modifier improves if I reset these. I gotta redo these now. So when you reset it, resets everything. But anyway, so we're going to go back over here to scouting, and we see it's 3.14 times 3.14 is, how quickly it levels up essentially. And as we give it points, it's going to go a lot faster. We'll throw that point in there, and we'll throw a point in leadership. So maintain high morale in your party, assemble and lead armies. So this one is definitely more of a late game skill. I guess we can forego that. Now we'll leave it. Alright, we're going to leave. Bam. Go get the first one of these guys. Right now we don't have the option. We have to attack because we're in the tutorial. But we do have the option later on to send in just our troops. So the better our tactics and leadership ability, the more likely we are to win that combat without us having to lead it personally. Alright, so here we are in game. We're on a, I'll tell you what, let's stay on horse. We actually have our troops, so one. Charge! This is just telling us to charge. Oh, I can't couch this lance. Oh. Oh man, this. Oof, not doing so hot. Alright, let's try this again.
Follow me! Forward!
So we're just kind of telling these guys to get out of our way so I can try a thing here. Try charging. Oh, God. I'm not used to using spears. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm turning around this way. Alright, let's try this. Really hate when they're... Alright, you know what? If we double tap W, we can go a little faster. Not much at this point because our horse is kind of crap.
Go!
There we go. Oh, there we go. Much better. Alright. We're just going to cheese this fight. As you can see, there's some nice bloody blood all over us because we've been the crap beat out of us. Okay, now we're just going to have our men finish this up because...
Soldiers! Form a line! Kill them all!
F1, F3 in 90% of cases will work splendidly in that it just makes your soldiers charge. Whoa! Dang.
Footmen attack! Everyone! Charge! Archers attack!
Alright, there we go. That only nearly killed us. Oh! There we go. We're knocked down. God, that was crap. So here, we can take our prisoners from over here. We can ransom these later for monies. And here's our super cool loot. And the first thing I do at this point is just look at everything and be like, hey, what gives me the best armor rating? Bam, something. Is this thing I have? No, but it gives me their weapon. So, dang. That's what a nice mix. Alright, on to defeating our other two bandit parties here. Attack! So in tutorial, again, if you look down here at the bottom right hand side, you'll see we have full health. Tutorial is the only time that happens.
Charge!
When you're in the thick of things, your health does not recharge unless you rest between battles. And your men will often get you away. We're super good at this. Oh, God. I think, hold on one second, because I think there might actually be like a crosshair option. Gameplay, control, turn camera, show attack direction, report damage. Maybe not. Maybe that's just for the... Must just be for the bows. Anyway, tab finish out. It's going to go with our little synopsis. How good we did, how much renown we got, how much morale. Oh man. Should not have done this tutorial. I've done this way too many times. We don't have any armor, so we're going to grab that. Oh, it's a little bit This rugged gambeson gives us a little better body armor. Take that. And last but not least, these guys. Alright, our big brain time strategy here. Everybody charge. Let's try our fancy new sword. So if you can basically make a if you get hit with it. Okay, that wasn't bad. Hold halt, you can look around. No enemies, good to go. You will see on the ground though, it does highlight like weapons and shields and that sort of thing. So if yours is broken or you accidentally drop yours, you can grab up somebody else's by walking over to it and pressing the F key. Got all these prisoners, gonna have to do something with them. Got some better boots, we're gonna wear those. Grab that armor. Oh man, we've rescued several prisoners. Let's see what happens. Alright, so, this is just a quest story thing here. Alright, there we go. So this is showing us how to take out hideouts. God dang. Don't remember the tutorial being this long. Probably because I was a lot more excited the first time I did it. Waited at least 4 years for this game, so. That's the only problem, is like this is all kind of like so if you do hit like a command button or whatever, and it's not the one you wanted, you can just hit escape, and it'll back out. Big brain charge. Oh, whoops. Gotta charge everybody. I don't have a shield, so I gotta be careful. These guys have bows. Alright. They're also horrible. So you see how much faster the AIs are than you? That's why athletics is important, because their athletics starts like through the roof compared to yours. And the only way we can get better is by fighting on foot. So also, like, anytime our companions basically successfully do something we've told them to do, such as charge or kill an enemy, we gain a little bit of tactical experience. I just told them to follow me by pressing F1 and then F2, which, and then there's one guy who's off doing his own thing. I should know how to everyone. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so you can just... If you hit 1, 2, 3, it'll do everyone. Okay. Instead of just... and it'll keep your selected choices. Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, God. What? Really? You're gonna hit me with a rock? Oh, okay, last guy up here. So one thing I did forget to mention is that at the very beginning, after you've made your character, you can select like your difficulty essentially. Oh my god. Please tell me he doesn't have a... Right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so we have the option to basically duel this guy or let our men do it. For the sake of argument, I'm going to duel him. We kind of had to be a little bitches about that because he's obviously much better at 1v1 combat. So we actually got a better renown reward and a better morale reward because we basically took care of it ourselves. And the same thing, if you are in a war or something, right, and you fight, you know, an army of 300 with 100 men, you're going to get a lot more renown than you would if you just sent your men in to do it. You know, yeah, you're going to win either way, or, well, I mean, depending on how good your tactics are, but you're going to get a lot better reward doing it yourself. Alright, so in honor of the good Lord Kutra, that's going to be our clan name. So now we're done with that. We get to select our banner. So there's actually a website by Taleworlds where you can go and create your own custom banner. I haven't done that yet, so we're just gonna pick something here. Vlandians, which are what, the Norman Saxons. So, oh, this Kuchas, I can't remember. I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen his. I don't know. We're peasants. We'll take this pitchfork. I like green and I like yellow. Can I do 2 yellows? No, I can't do 2 yellows. I do brown and yellow. Yeah, blue and yellow. That's alright. There we go. Alright, boom. So now our brother's gonna go off and do his thing. And maybe if we actually do the... What? First banner piece. What? Oh, okay. So, again, there is like a whole main quest that you can do. And it's this investigate Neretz's folly. I've actually not managed to complete this in any of my play yet. But apparently there's some kind of like banner that you get. It's like a special item in the game. Maybe we'll do that one of these days. Oh good, our brother took all of our troops. We did get some money, so that's good. But well, let's see if we can go back here and get any more. Down here at the bottom too, we have like, we can pause, we can go into our menus. We can then go in normal speed or fast if we don't feel like waiting around. Yeah, 4 dudes. That's better than none. If you hold shift, you can, or left shift, you can purchase 5 at a time. And if you hold right shift, you can purchase everything that they have. Pro tip. We can't carry that much though, so we're going to give some of that back. Bam. Oh, cool, and it took all of our gear. Alright, we're going to leave. Character. Alright, we did get some skill out of it though, so we're going to... God. Alright, we'll throw it in the vigor. Easier to learn skills, raises the learning limit. We're definitely putting a point in athletics now. That was rough, to say the least. I don't know what the max is on like physical skills, on your attributes. Yeah, let's go there. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can't get in like another fight or two here. Bam. So up here you'll see too, like this guy has a quest for us. I don't feel like doing quests. Just gonna go around and grab up some men and hopefully fight some people. The more people we have, the slower we move as well. Until we get that scouting up. One more guy and we'll be at our max. Let's see if we can do it. We can go fight up some looters here. Boom, done. Got our max. I mean, it's gonna be easy, but oh, come on. Oh, yeah. We're just gonna chase this guy. Eventually, we'll catch him. Now, this unfortunately always does happen. It always gives you like the option to like talk to a group. So if you accidentally click on some banners or something, you can be like, oh, you can go. That's not the case here. So here we're given the option now to attack ourselves or just send our troops. In which case it will simulate the battle and we will win because we have 22 and they're crap. Yeah, nothing good. Let's see here. Did see some more looters back this way, so we'll head back there. We're going to continue like this for a while, probably. I might actually play on this a little bit off screen. Oh, God. So you guys don't have to watch all the nitty-natty in between. Oh, man. The exciting chase continues. I would definitely be doing some of this off screen. This is our overworld map. So in this we can see like basically all the different factions. We have, I think it's actually 3. The empire is broken up into 3 parts. We have the southern, the, what is this? Northern, and the western. So technically our map should be like this. And then here we have our Battanians, our Vlandians, our Aserai, and the Kuzits. Oh, and then the Sturgians up here. You know, they will fight each other and battle each other, and it's AI. So sometimes one will get wiped out real early. Sometimes it won't. And then obviously you can kind of affect that. You can either join like a losing faction or join a winning faction. Usually you have to start as a mercenary, and then kind of like win your renown, and then you can become a lord. And when you take over, in a siege or something, a castle, you may get awarded it. But that's why charm and tactics, that sort of thing, are really good skills. Even though it's cool to be a really good fighter, like if you don't have the other stuff, late game's gonna be rough. You can do it, but I personally like to. Oh, and if we see somebody riding around the map with this little blue icon, that means they need something done for them. We're gonna go talk to this lady. She's actually, I think, the queen of the Northern Empire. No, Southern. Blue is Southern. We introduce ourselves, Cheryl Kutra, and then we're gonna ask her about her quest. There we go. Quest log updated. So that wasn't really something she needed done. It was something we needed to do for like the main story quest or whatever. God, I'm probably not even going to save this whole video. So this is like a larger settlement, right? So we've got our castles, we've got our towns, and these are like cities. So the cities you can do a lot more in. As you can see, there's a larger options menu. There's the smithy, there's trading, there's troops we can recruit here. You can go to the tavern district, ransom our prisoners, take a walk around town, go to the arena. We can't practice fight here, but we can enter the arena and then we can practice fight. Just a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously it'd take more than one to properly do this, but initial impressions, a really good game. I'll probably put a little bit of a description in the description of the game itself. Maybe try and get this down to like half an hour at the latest or longest, just because there's a lot of loading and screen time and that kind of thing. But yeah, so that's Mount&blade in a nutshell. We can, I'll tell you what, I'll go in here real quick. We'll look at the armor and weapons and stuff you can get. So we can like buy a shield here, and that's pretty nice. Now, so the thing is, it's really cool, is you don't actually, until you confirm a trade, it doesn't do anything. So like if I pull it over here and put it in my inventory, like it's telling me how much I'll have to pay, and if I can't afford it, it's not gonna let me take it, obviously. But then we can just kind of, oh hey, that's what that looks like, or what have you. Like, okay, here's a crossbow. We can't afford this. Oh, and we also don't have enough skill. Here's some throwing axes. Sure, there's a couple there because we can throw a couple. We have actual trade goods here too. There's a lot of people who get really into the like trading, and you can run caravans, you can do all kinds of stuff. You have like armor for your horse. You can't super see it back there, but like if I take it off, you can tell he's now a naked horse. Bam! Now he's got a saddle / harness. But I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like this, we'll do some more. If not, we won't ever do it again. I'm just kidding. I'll probably do it again at some point just because, hey, I love this game and there's lots of other video games I like. So until next time, take care.